an oversimplified version of the Battle of Hill 70. After the Canadians had won the Battle of Vimy Ridge, it was time to celebrate. Except, never mind, the war wasn't over. Celebrating would come later, but not quite yet. After the Battle of Vimy Ridge had concluded, the previous general who captained the British resigned, and was replaced by Arthur Currie, who was the first ever Canadian general and captained the Canadian Corps. In July of 1917, General Currie received orders from Douglas Haig, the commander-in-chief of all of the British-led forces that were in Western Europe. Haig wanted Currie and his troops to direct their attention to the coal-mining city of Lens, which had been captured 3 years previous by the Germans. The point of capturing Hill 70 and the city of Lens was so that the Germans would be distracted from the Battle of Passchendaele and would come with their forces and supplies to Hill 70. The hill was called Hill 70 because it was 70 meters above sea level. The Canadians figured that by capturing Hill 70, they'd get the high ground on the Germans and the city of Lens, and it would be much easier to take the city like that. On August 15, 1917, the Canadian Corps attacked Hill 70. They were highly successful and captured many of their early goals. According to a German notebook written by one of the commanders, the Germans were apparently annihilated by the Canadians and stood no chance. At the beginning of the battle, the Canadians rolled flaming oil barrels down the hill towards the German forces. This was both as an attack, but also to create a smoke screen to help the Canadians fire at the Germans without being seen. Other weapons that were used included flamethrowers, machine guns, rifles, and mustard gas, which was a poisonous gas that would choke their enemies to death. 10 days and thousands of casualties later, the Canadians won the battle for Hill 70. This victory was extremely important for the Canadian forces, because many of the Germans, instead of going to the Battle of Passchendaele, had came to defend Hill 70, just like Arthur Currie had hoped. Unfortunately today, the Battle of Hill 70 is seldomly talked about, and sadly forgotten. However, it was an extremely important win for the Canadians, and those who truly do care will never forget. Thanks for watching.